So today, I'm attempting to build a house using Minecraft's ugliest blocks. Okay, welcome back to episode 8 of the Forever SMP, where, okay, so we did the Ender Dragon fight. I recorded the whole thing. It didn't turn out, so I don't have any of that footage, but Knight has a gift for me. We did loot some end cities. Unfortunately, it's not on camera. I'm sorry. If he would give me, there we go. He got me an elytra, so thank you for that, Knight, and some rockets. And I did get a bunch of other stuff from the end. Oh, but there he goes. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the elytra too much, because I don't really like how the elytra works in Minecraft. Like, it just feels really overpowered, but I feel like you gotta fly with it at least one time, right? It has been probably about like well over a year since I've used one of these things. But yeah, we have elytras now on the server officially. I should probably go ahead and get like mending and stuff on this. You know what? I'll do that right now, actually. Okay, so mending book and unbreaking 3. I'm gonna go ahead and enchant this to get my elytra maxed out right away as well. So I should be able to easily get up to the enchanting area now. So this is a very nice touch, as long as I don't end up killing myself. And I do gotta make sure that I don't break my elytra as well. But you know what? That works. I also did get 5 shulkers as well. But yeah, let's just go ahead, add unbreaking 3, and let's add mending. And there we go. We got a maxed out elytra on the Forever SMP. Okay, so I have this project here. I'm wanting to build this house primarily out of like acacia and basalt like this. But then for the second floor, I'm thinking I want to use some terracotta. So I found a Badlands biome over there. I'm going to go head over there. Luckily, I've got 5 shulker boxes. I've got my elytra, so it should be a pretty quick trip to get over there. Only 6,000 blocks away. And honestly, this is basically going to be the only thing that I really do end up spending my elytra on in this world, because I want to primarily use horses to get around. But yeah, 6,000 blocks. I don't really feel like doing this on a horse, so I'm going to be flying all the way over there. I'll be back once I get there. Okay, so I finally made it to the Badlands biome. I'm just going to start collecting a bunch of terracotta. I'm pretty sure Knight told me that I can dye this terracotta. So I'm going to spend the next like hour just farming terracotta, and I've got like 5 shulker boxes here I'm going to fill up. I'll be back once I get these guys filled up. Okay, so I should have brought a beacon. Lesson learned for next time. I'm going to bring a beacon, but I've got 1 shulker box full of an assortment of terracottas, and then a little bit more normal terracotta that I can dye here. I think I'm going to call that good for terracotta for now, but I do see a desert over here. I want to go get some sandstone. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and farm a couple stacks of sand to bring home for grass, or not grass, glass. And then after I farm some sand, I'm also going to grab some sandstone for some future builds as well. Okay, I've done a little bit of work. I've got this box full of terracotta, this box full of terracotta, and then these 2 shulkers full of sand and sandstone. But first, I want to go check this ocean and see if I can find any coral reefs. I do see some stuff out there that might be coral. But yeah, I'm going to go farm these shulkers up and head that direction and see if I can find any coral reefs in the meantime. Okay, so I was right. That little island that I pointed out in the video a little bit ago, and then I came over to the island, and here's a coral reef, so I can finally get coral. Although I'm not exactly sure what you need for coral. Is it just silk touch? What do you use to mine this stuff? So I'm going to go ahead and grab all of these different color corals, because I think these look absolutely amazing, and you can do so many different builds with these. So I'm going to go ahead and farm a bunch of these. I'll be back once I finish this. Okay, so I did a little bit of farming off camera. I've got quite a bit of coral here. I'm going to go ahead and head home now, but in the future, if we ever need more coral, we have the quartz saved. I think my home is like 6,000 blocks that direction. So I guess the only logical thing, if I could make the elytra actually work, the only logical thing to do would be to fly all the way home. Why is my elytra not working? Okay, maybe with a pillar like this, I'll be able to fly. Come on. And okay, there we go. I will be back once I'm back to the base. Okay, so I've made it home. Here's the full haul. I've got a double chest of sand and sandstone, some mix of terracotta, red sand, more sand, lily pads, stuff like that. A bunch more terracotta, and then all of that coral that I farmed up that I will be sharing with It's Night. I also got him a golden apple. But yeah, I eventually am gonna finish building this house. Right now it looks awful. I'll have to work on that in the future. Okay, so after I've done all that collecting of resources, I've got all my stuff laid out here, and I'm deciding I'm not liking how this is looking. I do want to stick to the acacia look, but I feel like I'm going to replace these basalt beams with acacia, meaning I need to go farm some acacia wood. So I'm going to go head over to the tree farm right now. It's on the other side of that mountain, and I'm going to farm up some acacia wood and maybe some dark oak as well, because I feel like dark oak can complement really well with the orange acacia. So yeah, I will see you guys once I make it over to the farm, and I am ready to farm up some wood. Okay, as you guys can see, we've got a little bit of a tree farm. Those of you that haven't seen previous episodes, we got this massive tree farm with every every single type of wood. And with the plugin we have on the server, basically I can break one log and it's going to farm the entire thing for me. Now, this is really nice because it makes farming wood super easy. And that is amazing because farming wood is not fun, but also it's super satisfying to watch. So I'm going to go along and, oh, wait, well, okay, is this enough? I feel like I need some more because I don't know how much acacia I'm going to use, but I don't know if 3 stacks is going to be enough. So I might farm some more up. Do I want to though? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to farm the entire thing. If I have extra acacia wood, I'll be able to use it in future builds. I mean, wood will never go to waste. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and farm as much of this as I can. Oh, there's a creeper over there. I got to be careful. Unfortunately, when the trees don't fully grow in and fully connect, it won't chop them all, but I mean, it's still way more efficient than normally. But yeah, I will be back once I finish breaking down all these trees and I can replant the saplings. Okay, I've farmed up, I think, more than enough wood. I got a lot of acacia, a lot of dark oak. I'm going to start heading home now so that way I can kind of work and plan a little bit of a palette for what I'm going to be building here. Okay, so I got this base shape here. I think I'm going to stick to this basic shape for the entire build, but I am going to replace the blocks. So I do like how these look, but I kind of feel like it's too much gray. So for the sake of this build, I'm going to switch all these pillars into acacia log, but I am just going to keep the exact same framing. But yeah, I'm going to start out by replacing all of these acacia, or replacing all of these, what are these called? Polished basalts in with acacia. And then I'll probably also go ahead and just redo all of these cross beams just so everything stays consistent and everything kind of looks the same. But yeah, I will be back once I finish swapping all these out for acacia logs. Okay, I've got to sort of start to a build framed out. So I want 2 stories tall over here, and then there's going to be this part that's going to be 1 story, and then probably another little side entrance from this half of the house. And I'm gonna have to do something along the river to make that look less weird, because right now that is gonna look very unique and I do not want that. But I think this is a good start, and I think what I want to do now is I'm gonna go ahead and work on filling out. Okay, how do I want this to actually go? I think I'm gonna make these blocks go like that, and I want to make a little patio on the outside part of the house here, so something like this maybe. And then I want a staircase going up. I'll make it like that. And I kind of like how the dark oak looks with the rest of these things, but I'm gonna just kind of play around, see what I can come up with for a little patio here. And you know what, maybe I might want to go ahead and fill in the grass around like this. Okay, I've replaced the floor here with this gray because it kind of matches this a lot better. I think I like that a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do now is I gotta work on filling in the walls. I'm thinking for the bottom floor at least, I'm gonna do this sandstone kind of color scheme thing. So just kind of mixing between these cut sandstone and these smooth sandstone, and just to give it a little bit of texture, I'm gonna start working on filling these walls in, and then just kind of cutting out windows, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just gonna be completely randomized just for the texturing is why I'm using 2 different kinds of sandstone. Okay, I've got some walls done kind of just for the bottom layer here. Now I'm gonna okay, one problem I'm having with this house, where I'm building this house is kind of a little bit scuffed for building. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I guess I'm just gonna see, like, what do I do here? I think I'll make it go down, and I'll make the actual floor be right about this level. I'm gonna do the floor in this stone pattern thing, but where this house is situated, it's on a cliff, so like down here looks really weird. I'm gonna have to like somehow figure out a way to fix this and make this look more normal, but right now that is not my priority. Right now I'm just trying to get the house here and actually built. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. You're sort of interrupting my recording, so if you could say goodbye, that'd be great. But yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do for now, I want to replace this entire floor. I'm just gonna kind of do this random pattern of stone and cobblestone just to keep it consistent, because this is what the balcony is made out of, so I think it'll just transition really nicely. Okay, with that all done, I'm also just gonna go ahead and finish filling in the rest of the walls here, so that way it's all the same on the inside, and I think that'll do. Now, as far as windows go, I'm not too sure. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and break out a 3x3 on the front right here, and we can go window number 1 probably in like that. That looks decently okay enough. And then honestly, I'll probably do the same thing right here for another window. This one will be like a sort of stand-in window like that. And yeah, I don't know, like I'm kind of screwing myself here with how I'm building this, but it's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. I think I want to stick to this little podzol thing that I've been doing. So I'm going to do podzol like that. And then to stick with the theme of the build, I want to do these little flower pots using these trapdoors kind of like that. And I think I want to do this. Do I want to do this on all sides? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go. I do need some lanterns though. I'm going to go find some of those. Okay, I think to make this consistent, I'm going to have to add some cross beams like here. So we're going to do one that goes there, one that goes there, just so we can keep the same kind of Ooh, how am I going to do this? Okay, I think I'm going to just do the cross beam for now. I'll have to figure this part out later. But yeah, I want to just keep these going all the way around. So we're going to have to go one right there. Is that right? That is right. Okay. And let's just go all the way over with that. And then one right there. Oh, that's one too high. Break that one. bottom, and then we'll do one more across right there. And I'll have to just kind of like add in the sandstone to make it look more normal. And I'll figure out what we're going to do for this later. Right now, it looks a little bit scuffed. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about the block palette yet, but I think just adding in little lanterns like this will help out a ton with the decor. Honestly, I feel like soul lanterns could look really good in this as well. Okay, maybe I think I never do this because the acacia doors look awful, but I feel like for this build, maybe okay. Ooh, maybe I want to do a copper door actually. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go grab some copper, craft a copper door, see how that looks. I might use a copper door for this build. Okay, I'm going to try putting this one in, see how that one looks. I feel like I like that more. So yeah, I'm going to stick to the copper door for that. I like how the copper door looks. It adds a little bit of detail to the build. And I'm hoping Knight got me. Okay, he did. Oh, he does not want me to have the axe. Okay, I get it. But he got me some honeycomb. So I think, how do you do this? Do you just add that? Oh, okay, wax copper door. Okay, so that's how you got to do it. So then I can throw the wax copper door, and that one shouldn't age. And I do just want to go ahead and replace this with a stair real quick. So can I craft a smooth sandstone stair? Perfect. And let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I got that wrong because I need the door to be okay. Perfect. I like how that looks. Perfect. And yeah, honestly, I don't mind how this looks so far. I'm gonna have to like continue working and making this all come together. But okay, you know what? This guy's getting really annoying. Do you have anything to trade? It does not look like it. I'm sorry, Mr. Wandering Trader, but I do need the leads. Okay, I do want to just start on the roof here to kind of get an idea for what I want to work with. So this is going to be a very similar layout to that house. Almost the exact same, but a little bit different. Obviously, blocks are going to be different. I'm just kind of changing up the block palette a little bit to make everything look a little bit nicer. But I think outline is going to be andesite, and then inner parts is going to be acacia wood. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. This is the first time I've ever really properly built out of, you know, acacia. I'm not a big acacia fan, but for the sake of this build, I did want to try it, just see what I can do with acacia, see if I can make anything look nice. And I feel like andesite is probably going to be the perfect border or trim for this type of build, so I'm going to go with it. And it's going to be a work in progress. I want your guys' thoughts if there's things I could change, add, or do to make this build look even better. I've never built out of sandstone, and I very rarely build out acacia, so this is all completely new for me. But I think that should be a good enough outline. Now I want to go ahead and craft up. Do I have any made? I do. Let's go ahead. Let's craft up some acacia. You know what? I'm going to just like make a bunch because I'm going to need some for the other ones as well. But yeah, let's go ahead, get back on the roof and fill some of this in with the acacia. Or yeah, I want the orange because I feel like it's a very vibrant color and it's definitely going to bring this build out a lot. So we're going to do the orange roof outlined with the andesite. Okay, so we kind of got to start there. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to put the roof on that part too. And then I feel like I'll know a lot more if I like this or not. But this is the start, and the roof is going to be the exact same here. I'm going to do the exact same style. We're outlining an andesite, and then I will probably go ahead and fill in the roof with the acacia again. But this one I might do multiple beams across just to give it some more detailing. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more slabs. So, okay, first of all, I need some more stairs. So I'll craft some of these. And then I'm also just going to need a decent bit of slabs as well. So we'll go with like 30 of those as well. And yeah, I just got to finish this out. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. And we'll make that stick out one like I always do. And then I just got to finish the outline here. So let's go place these andesite stairs along here. Honestly, I might switch out the andesite for deep slate. Give it a little bit more of a dark look. Otherwise, this is going to be a very like bright build. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and we'll add in some support beams down the middles to kind of add more trimming. So just two that go all the way across the andesite every 3 blocks, I think could look pretty good. Okay, now I can go ahead and we can fill in all of these with the orange acacia. I really like the way that the acacia looks in a roof. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of how the andesite looks yet. I might build it and then redo it later. I'm going to ask Knight, maybe Gingy, for their opinions. Let me know what you guys think the andesite with the acacia. Does it look good? Does this work? Does it not? Do you have any other suggestions for things I could do to make it look better? Let me know. I would be curious. But yeah, I'm definitely going to need some more acacia wood. I just love how the bright orange, like it, a very unpopular opinion. I feel like everybody hates acacia because I mean, it is probably one of the ugliest woods in Minecraft, but also it is very unique, which I feel like is part of the reason that makes it so cool as well. Honestly, I don't hate it. I honestly kind of like how it's coming together. Okay, so house roof maybe potentially compete. I kind of want to go take a look at this from somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I was considering putting terracotta for the second floor, but I don't know that anything is gonna look good on the second floor. So to make sure I don't like make this build look awful, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to the sandstone. So I'm kind of just gonna fill all this in, and then I will go ahead and add windows, all that different stuff right after I fill everything in here. But yeah, I'm just sticking to the exact same style. And this house, in case you guys haven't noticed, I didn't realize until now, but this house is basically almost an exact copy. It's like the exact same layout as that house over there, slightly different, and I didn't even do it intentionally. It just kind of happened, and just the colors are different, so the house looks completely different. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, fill all these out, and later I will poke some windows, poke in some balconies, all the stuff that you need to make the house actually look good, because this stuff it doesn't look very good plain. Okay, what do I need to do for this section of the house? How do I make this connect well? I think I need to go ahead and build in this, and then I think actually, you know what I'm gonna have to do here, actually, you know what, I think what I do is this needs to go up like that, and I build that one all the way up, and then I think these ones I'll just have to fill in to kind of look like this. But yeah, so this is what it's gonna kind of look like. I think I'm gonna put a balcony up here on the top level, so I need to go back inside here and somehow figure out a way to build a balcony. I'm gonna do the inside interior decoration later. I'm not worried about that right now. And I think what I'm gonna do, okay, so I want to make a doorway probably right here, and then I think I'll do a little bit of a terrace kind of going around the outside like that, and I can connect a fence, maybe something like that. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I need a door real quick. Okay, I want to go ahead and break that out, and then I want to get the door to go right there, and staircase upside down to make that fit. And then, okay, how do I want to do this? I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. I just want like a little balcony sort of thing, so maybe I'll make this wrap all the way around. We'll do one there, and then one right there, and then maybe I want to go ahead and add the acacia trap doors to go and kind of be a little balcony like that. And I'll need to do one more kind of a little something like that. I can break that one off, and honestly I don't think that looks awful. Okay, but now this part up here, I'm gonna need to like fill yeah, I need to fill this in, so I'll just go ahead and start kind of randomly placing these blocks like I've been doing the whole time, and we'll stick to the exact same sort of look. And I think I want to add in a window up here as well. So yeah, for the window, I think I'll just do one single window right there, and that doesn't look awful. I think I'll leave that. It gives a little bit more depth on this part of the build. Okay, next up, Knight has actually spent some time adding a little farm into the basement of his house here. I want to show you guys. So yeah, while I've been building a house, Knight has made a pale moss oak farm and a regular moss farm, meaning that I can go ahead and steal a bunch of his azalea bushes because I need them for my build. I'm sorry, Knight. Okay, we need a little bit more detailing, so I'll go ahead and we'll throw that down, and then a flowering bush to add color right here. I feel like this front balcony is good enough. And then for this area down here, I think I'll do like some rose bushes and then mix some poppies in for a little bit of color. And then, you know what, do I go ahead and add one of these as well here? Maybe throw the azalea bush in there. Honestly, not too bad. I feel like the front of the house looks okay, but could definitely use a little bit of detail over here. So first of all, lantern, maybe I want to go ahead and throw a lantern right there. Or I don't know if I like how that looks. I feel like a torch over a lantern for this because they're a little bit more transparent. So let's go ahead, let's throw that guy there. And then something I like to do, you guys have probably seen if you watch my videos, I do a composter with a little bush like that. I feel like it looks pretty good. I kind of feel like it's too crowding right here, right? So yeah, I'm gonna break this one. I feel like it crowds this area a little bit too much, so I'm just not gonna do one there. And instead, actually, what I'm gonna do, I need to put some stuff down. We have so much acacia wood. Let's put some of that down. I need to go steal some moss from Knight's farm again. Yeah, I need a little bit of moss, so let's grab some of this, maybe some moss carpet as well, just so I have it right away. And then I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and dig one of these out. I can throw moss there, and I think, yeah, flowering azalea can go on top of that. Perfect. That'll be good for adding just a little bit more color and decor to the area. And maybe we'll go ahead and throw some oak leaves around like that as well, and just a couple of moss carpets on the ground too. I feel like they help with the area a lot. So let's throw some of these in, one right there. Actually, I don't like how that looks, but I feel like that looks decent enough right there. Oh, hello. I don't know who that is. Is that Knight or Hunting flying right there? Okay. Yeah, front view of the house. I like how this looks. That spot looks a little bit plain. I think we'll have to go ahead and poke some windows through. A window is definitely an easy way that I could go ahead and make this look decent. So let's go ahead and break this out. And then I feel like we can just go ahead and throw in the window like that. And honestly, that already brings a lot of life to this, but then, oop, nope, wrong button. And let's go ahead and let's get a lantern. No, I want 2 lanterns. Let's go 1 lantern right there and 1 lantern right there. And then honestly, can go ahead and throw a leaf maybe there. And I want to take a look, make sure that this looks good, but I think that's what the front of the house is going to look like. So yeah, a little something like that. I don't hate how that looks. I think that this side of the house actually looks pretty good right now. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how the front of the house looks here. So I think what I'm going to do is start going around and working on this side, because I feel like this side is going to be the next easiest to do. This won't be that hard. I mean, right now this looks really plain, but we will fix this up. But the back side over here, oh boy, this is going to be, I'm betting you it's going to be an absolute nightmare to do. But a good starting point will probably be just me chopping out some windows. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing this. I think 1 window here, and let's go ahead. I think I'm just going to stay consistent. So we're just going to do 1 window in all of these. So let's go ahead and break these out, add in the window areas. And this already is going to make the build look a lot better, obviously. Okay, this one we probably don't need because I'm going to have a doorway that goes in somewhere here. But these 2 I could definitely do some work with here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I know I have mycelium somewhere here. So I want to go ahead and make more of these flower pots because I actually don't mind how these look. So let's go ahead and let's do this. And let's go ahead and let's throw the trapdoors on here as well, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and mix up a little bit of some rose bushes with some poppies in these guys. And honestly, already I think that's going to make a big difference. Okay, you know what? I don't like how that kind of covers up the window there. So let me go ahead. Let's break that one. And you know what? Maybe some flowering azalea here as well. We can do one right there. And then maybe a normal azalea. I know I do have one somewhere here. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take a normal azalea and let's just throw a normal azalea up right here, maybe in front of that one. And actually, yeah, see, I keep messing this up. I keep placing things I don't like. But it's a work in progress. We're learning. Okay, so already, let's go ahead. Let's add in, you know what? I feel like in these single wide ones, we only need 1 lantern. So maybe just hanging up a lantern like that and like that. And then I'm going to go take a look at how this looks from the side over here. But yeah, I feel like that looks a lot better. Just adding these small details in like that makes things look so much better. But then another thing I can do to kind of fill in some of the dead space here. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, so something simple that I can do is literally just hay bales add so much to a build. So, okay, actually, I feel like first I want to build this little thing here. So honestly, what I'm going to do, I know I have a lot of dark oak in here. So I want this dark oak and I'm going to just go ahead. Okay, I need to clear out some inventory space, but let's go ahead and let's make a good bit of stairs, a stack. You know what? Maybe not quite that much. A decent bit of stairs. That should be more than enough. And then I do need to just go ahead and chop this all out because this isn't working how I wanted it to. And then I think I can go ahead and start the stairs right there, and this will do a little bit better. But yeah, I'm gonna have to chop all this out, unfortunately, and I can just make the stairs go up 1 extra layer, and this will make a world of a difference. But I'm kind of wanting to do like a little side patio here. You guys are gonna see as I work on this. But so we're gonna go up, I believe 1 more layer will be perfect. So up to there, and then let's go ahead and let's finish building these in, and we'll go ahead and we'll swap this for dark oak and break a hole. Perfect, because we're gonna go ahead and put a door in right here, which I do have 1 more door. Okay, so back door of the house is gonna go, okay, you know what? I did that wrong, but you get the point. We're gonna go stair and then back door of the house right there. And then this one, I feel like I probably, okay, you know what? I had that composter from earlier. I should actually go ahead and go grab that. But you know what? First, we're gonna throw up the lantern right there. And just for a little detail, I feel like right there, and I can go ahead and throw some oak leaves there for a little detail there. And that looks decent enough-ish. I think that's a start. Okay, I do need some more acacia logs though. So I think I'm gonna make this have like a cross beam like that. And then I want this to kind of go around the house over here. But first, okay, you know what? I want to bring this up like this. So we need acacia logs all the way like that. And maybe throw in some acacia fences for the climb up and keep that orange palette going. I don't hate it. And I think we could use maybe some lanterns. So 1 lantern on there, 1 more lantern right there to give a little bit of light. And I think we're just going to go up. Another block there, another block there. Okay, so to fit this in with the rest of the build, I'm going to do the exact same kind of layout that I did earlier. So we're going to start the roof with the andesite outline. I might remove this later. I haven't decided yet, but we're going to start with this. We're going to go up a couple blocks for the outline, and then the inner part of this is going to be filled in, obviously. But yeah, to begin with, there we go. And then I think we need some andesite of these. We'll bring these out and bring the middle guy all the way in like that. Okay, so after some discussions with Gingy and Knight, I think I'm gonna attempt to replace all these andesite with some deep slate to see how that looks. So I guess first things first, I gotta get some blocks to get on the roof, and then I'm gonna start working on that. Okay, where is there dirt? I know I have dirt. There we go. But yeah, I feel like just a darker trim will look a little bit better to help keep like everything a little bit different here. So I'm gonna start out and we're gonna remove all of the trim and try and replacing it with some deep slate. So I'll be back once I finish one of these roofs. Okay, so I replaced the small roof right there with the deep slate, just mixing up tile deep slate and deep slate bricks. I think I like it a lot more than that. So I'm gonna go around the entire roof and completely replace it with deep slate, which sounds like a blast. But yeah, I'm gonna go replace the rest of the roof. I'll be back when I finish that. Okay, so I've completely redone the roof with the deep slate and deep slate tiles. I like how that looks a lot more. But one thing I want to do is I'm gonna try to look at Knight's build for a little bit of inspiration, but I want to add kind of those windows. So like these little things where you have, okay, so I got to figure out how you actually do that, but I want to add some of those into the build here. But yeah, I want to add in some of these little roof things. Like, I don't know exactly how you're supposed to do them, but I think you just kind of chop that out. And then I believe it's something like, I'm not exactly sure how these go. I think we'll start with that. And then I'm pretty sure you just kind of do something like this, where you kind of like, okay, like that, and I think you do sort of the same thing with that. And then, oh, I need some slabs. Let me go grab you know what, I'm lazy. Because I'm lazy, I'm making a crafting table. I'm gonna make slabs right here, and then I think it's something like that. Yeah, okay, so you add these little like shutter looking things, and okay, I didn't get this one perfectly, but if we can try our best here to redo that and then break that one. I'm not sure why this one's not doing it, but this one does not seem to want to go into place. Okay, what if I go ahead and do that, and then can I get this guy? There we go. Okay, so like that adds a little bit of, I don't like how that looks though. I'm just trying to add small things to make the roof not so flat, and this is something you could do, but I don't know how you do this properly. Okay, I've been playing with a couple different designs for these window things up here, and I can't figure out how you do it. So for now, I'm just gonna scrap it. I'm gonna leave my roof how it is for now. I'll go work on a different part of the build. I might come back to it later. If you guys know how to do it, let me know down below in the comments, because I cannot figure it out. Like, I keep making them and they just look really like weird. They look like pencil-y almost. So I'm just gonna leave my roof how it is for now. And yeah, in the meantime though, Knight has been working on building me a custom cherry tree, but I also want to figure this out. So this, I think I'm gonna cut out, because I don't need, so I don't need any of that there, and I'm gonna have to work on this. So I think first of all, I want to finish this little side area right here. I think the smart thing for me to do is going to be to tear all these out. Let's go ahead, let's get the glass panes, put in all these guys, and also I believe I'm just going to do one above each window just like that. But same thing over here. Let's do one there. Let's tear these out for the windows to go in, and we'll go ahead and throw the glass panes in there. And this one, do I want to do the same thing on this one? I don't know what I want to put in this section of the house here. I might, ooh, yeah, see, like, what do you put into this section of the house? I feel like you almost want to maybe make this actually, no, that's gonna look so weird. Okay, so yeah, I think for the sake of just being consistent, I'm gonna tear this out, put window there, put that there, but then maybe I want to add in like maybe some leaves up on that top floor could look nice. I don't know. I know I've got a bunch of decoration stuff in here, so I can just kind of play around with a couple different things, couple different ideas, but I really need to just get scaffolding and use scaffolding, because this is getting really annoying. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw up like a leaf there, and you know what, might do some more leaves around the corner, like right there and right there, and then honestly, yeah, something like that. And this side of the house, I might call this level good. I think I'm gonna go look at how this looks. Drives me nuts that I'm building up with a coarse dirt, but you know what, it is what it is. I want to take a look at the house from over here, and honestly, I don't hate how that looks. It's not perfectly symmetrical. We got different stuff going on everywhere, so I think this half of the house looks pretty good. I just want to fill in a little bit of something right there. So yeah, for this little area over here, one of the things I want to do, okay, first of all, I'm gonna just throw in a couple of, you know, leaves, because it adds a little bit of detail that isn't normally on the build. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. And then also another thing I wanted to do is you can do this basically anywhere. You just add some hay and it can do so much for a build. And I feel like this is one of those places where I can literally just go ahead and just add a stack of hay and it'll add something to the build here. So maybe something like, I don't know. I don't like how that looks. So luckily I have my hoe. I can just break all that and replace it back in with dirt here. It's so hard in this little section of the house here because like I don't have a lot of room to work with. But you know what? I'm going to just go ahead, throw up some rose bushes. I can go ahead and throw a rose bush there, throw in some poppies all around here. Maybe one right there. And then I'm just going to add in some oak leaves as well, just to add a little bit more greenery to this side of the build. And honestly, I think that I'm going to be more than happy with that for this side of the build. I feel like that looks decent enough, good enough for me. And I got Knight building this little cherry tree because I did want to pop a color to this side of the build. And you know, hopefully he manages to cook with that. Okay, so I've got that side of the house completed how I want. So now I'm thinking I want this to be like a wraparound porch that goes all the way around the back over here. So to do that, I'm gonna kind of frame out a little bit here with the acacia log, sticking with the exact same look for the build. And then to fill in, I'm gonna do the exact same as the rest of the patio. So we're just using dark oak slabs to kind of fill in these dead spaces here. I think I can go ahead and break out all of these as well, and that'll go in just like that. And then honestly, I'll probably just do these acacia fences all the way along the top just like that. And yeah, I'll just completely wrap around like that. I'm gonna have to like go down there and make that actually look a lot better in a minute here, but for now this is a start. And then do I want to poke a door maybe right here? Okay, so here's kind of what I got for this side of the house, and from on top of the roof I don't mind how it looks. The one thing that I don't really like is underneath like the little patio here, these stilts kind of look really weird, and I'm gonna have to come up with a way to fix that so it doesn't look so weird. So I don't know what my idea is, but I want to take a pit stop real quick. I haven't named a horse yet this episode, so I'm gonna get a name tag and I'm gonna be naming a horse. So those of you guys that are new to the channel, every episode I take a name tag, I name one of the animals. We got a bunch of horses to name, so if you guys have any name suggestions for horses, let me know down below in the comments. I believe this one I'm gonna be naming Sky. Gengi suggested I name a horse Sky, so I'm gonna name this horse Sky for Gengi. Also, Ivy Hunting has gotten his tree done up here, and honestly, it looks a lot better than I expected. I kind of like how it looks. Now, a couple more around here would look really good. Kind of fit out like a fantasy forest here, but okay, I am using the wrong thing. We do not even have an anvil. Oh boy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to craft an anvil either. I've completely used other people's anvils this far on the server. Luckily for me, I do believe we have some iron because I believe the iron farm has been AFK'd. So yeah, we do have quite a bit of iron here. I'm just gonna take some of this, and I don't even know how you craft an anvil. So anvil. Okay, well, first of all, I need some inventory space, and let's go ahead and craft an anvil, and I'm just gonna put all this stuff back. Bro, I have no inventory space. I absolutely hate when this happens, but honestly, okay, so let's get the anvil down, and let's go ahead and name the horse Sky. Like I said, this was Gengi's suggestion. If you guys have any horse suggestions or horse name suggestions, let me know down below in the comments. Okay, so none of these horses have names except right here we got Nugget. Someone else named Nugget. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just name this guy right here Sky, and there we go. We got 2 out of 6 of the horses named. Like I said, any name suggestions, let me know down below in the comments. I'll be picking one every single episode. But yeah, like honestly, I don't mind how this house looks so far, just that under part. I'm gonna have to go ahead and figure something out to do there because that looks kind of horrendous. And another thing is I will eventually want to terraform this to be kind of cliffs all the way along here, and I think that will help a little bit. But just as a way to begin here, maybe going ahead and adding in some framing to kind of give it a little bit of like a breakup in comparison to everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in these. Oh, actually, I feel like not acacia. I feel like going with the sandstone just to stick with the theme of the rest of the build here. So yeah, let's go ahead and shop all of these. Okay, yeah, I don't like building here. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab a couple of these guys and then also some of these guys. And honestly, that should be good. And now I can go ahead and add some shape out here to the back of the build. Hopefully this will help a little bit and make this just look a little bit better because right now it looks really weird down here. So okay, something like that. And then maybe I run the slabs all the way across, and we'll go same thing right there, and I think that'll help a little bit. As far as this upper area goes, I think I'm gonna stick to this dark oak for the floor here. I did also try spruce right here, and I just didn't think it ended up working because the spruce path, it kind of just blended in a little bit too much for my liking. But yeah, as far as this whole area, I like how the inside of this looks. I don't think I'm gonna add anything here. Dude, this has got to be an April Fool's joke. For some reason, I have a rabbit following me around. I'm recording this on April 1st, so I'm pretty sure this is an April Fool's joke from Mojang. Okay, I want to work on just filling out the rest of these little empty sections of the house, so I think I'm going to just chop out all of these, and I can go ahead and throw the glass panes in this just to kind of copy what I've been doing like up till this point. And then I'll go ahead and throw the lanterns in like that, and maybe do I want to do, I think we want to go with the mycelium, right? So we'll just do the same thing we've been doing. Podzol across like that. And then I do need some flowers and some shrubbery and stuff. So I believe in here, I thought I had some somewhere. Okay, so I do have some rose bushes in here. So I'm going to stick with kind of the exact same palette that I've been doing everywhere else around this house. And basically just going to keep this all the exact same. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw on these acacia trap doors on the front here. Close those so we got little flower pots going on. And then just mix up, you know, rose bush there. And then we can throw in some poppies, maybe another rose bush there and the poppy there. And I think that section of the house should be good then. And then another thing that I thought about doing is maybe throwing in a little bit of a chimney here in this corner of the house to kind of make it not so, I don't know what the word is, but I don't like how this part of the house looks. So maybe I'll do that. As far as this goes, same thing. We're going to throw a lantern right there, lantern right there, lantern up there, and probably just throw in the podzol again, doing the exact same layout. And we'll go ahead, rose bushes, some poppies, and finish that out with the acacia trapdoors. Add a little bit of orange into the build. And I think as far as that goes, I think the sides are good for the entire build. Now, all I got to do is figure something out to do with this under part. I don't know what I want to do with this. And then also maybe a chimney here. I want to maybe experiment with building a chimney as well. Okay, so very basic idea of what I want. I'm thinking I want to go in this corner here and I'll chop on some of this stuff. And then I want a chimney to go in this corner. So I'm just going to kind of randomly place some blocks here. And I think as this goes up, okay, I'm going to have to remove a little bit of this. And I'm just kind of freehanding this and seeing what I can do here. Seeing if I'm able to even build a chimney because, you know, I'm not very great at building, but it's okay. But yeah, I want to keep a very simple design. I'm going to go ahead and start chopping out. Yeah, I'm just going to go all the way up with this. So this is all going to come out. And I guess this acacia log is also going to have to come out to make this work. So I'm going to go all the way up here. And then we're just going to kind of bring these ones up in the middle. And then once it gets to this top level, I think right here, I'll sort of just make it stick through the roof. Something like this. And I believe if I break right here. Okay, and then something like that on the top with some trap doors around it just to give it that little smoke effect of a chimney. But then I kind of want to make it a little bit like that. So I'm going to have to somehow figure out a way to do this. So I'm going to make it go up probably right there and then fully fill this guy in with black stone like that. And then also on this side, I think I'm probably going to do something similar here. Maybe chop out this one, and I'll make this one go up like that and a slab on top of there. And honestly, I don't hate how this looks. I'm just going to have to do some repairs on the roof, like get that deep slate put back in there. I don't know if I like how the black stone looks. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the black stone. Yes or no, down below in the comments. But honestly, I think I'm going to also just go ahead and bring this last one. I'll probably bring this one up probably nearly, okay, I need to break it. But yeah, I'll probably bring this one up nearly as high. Maybe right about there, and I'll make that one go like that, and I'll probably just break that up, and there we go. Kind of a start of a chimney. And now I just want to go ahead and add some detailing in, and to do that, I'm just going to throw in some of these slabs as full blocks because I'm too lazy to go craft any more of those. Yeah, I think a little chimney like this will add a lot to the roof. So now if I could go ahead and maybe place a stair like that, and you know what, I actually think this looks pretty decent. And honestly, I think I'm probably going to leave that like that for the most part, and the roof looks fine enough. But yeah, I think I'm going to call the house there for now. I got this new black chimney. I'm not sure how I feel about the black chimney. I don't know if it fits or not. Let me know what you guys think. Should I switch out the black chimney? But there is a couple things I'm going to do off camera for the house. I want to add a path that goes down here, and then I think I'm going to have a private beach down here. And then also just figuring something out to do with the patio out the back of the house. But for this video, I think I'm going to call it there. That is my attempt at building something out of the ugliest blocks in Minecraft. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching.